Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening update. So if you could just smash that like button, we will get straight over to those charts. So yeah, 4 hour, here we go, 4 hour first. So we are we did bounce off that trend line this morning. We were looking at, just zooming a little bit here. We did bounce nicely off that trend line. Didn't come back to test it again. So yeah, looking like we could get another touch around the 4,000, 9,000 to 400 area. That's the one. And then will we break through? We'll have to see, or are we just going to play this zone out a little bit and form a sort of bull flag stroke ascending triangle? We'll have to see how that plays out. But yeah, looking good that we needed to hold this level really. I feel if we'd got it back down to 9,200, it wouldn't have looked good at all. It would have been a doji on a large time frame. So yeah, good that we bounced off there. So we've just got to keep up this momentum. If we have a look at the Stokes as well, 4 hour obviously did cool off a bit, but now looks like it's potentially going to cross back up. 10 hour still pointing up. 10 hour was starting to turn down this morning, as you guys may have realized just here, but yeah, moving back up now, so that's good. And 12 hours nice and firmly in this bullish zone, so that really could drive Bitcoin through this resistance now, and then we could enter this whole new zone of basically taking out this high here, this lower high, and we can produce a higher high. So that is obviously going to be extremely good for price action. Daily Stokes as well, you can see nicely turning up. 2-day up, no 3-dayer are turned up also. We will be confirming hopefully this 3 drives of hidden bullish divergence, and then obviously we know the deal with the weekly. But yeah, one thing I want to show you guys is silver. Look at this, guys, $23. you gotta love it, haven't you? This is only a 1 hour chart, guys, so if you actually look at this on a daily, it's just, yeah, I mean, it's just a straight line. It literally is a straight line. This is what I say. If you guys watch enough of my videos, I talk about blue sky breakouts. I literally draw arrows in stupid places, 2 stupid places, like I did with Tesla, and just saying, well, this is where we're going if we break here. And just look at that move. That is an insane move. This is going to be causing a lot of problems for the central planners and the central bankers and the regular bankers and investment banks that are doing their best to pin down gold and silver, because gold and silver rising, precious metals rising, particularly gold, but silver also, is just basically the clear as day, clearest sign that currency is trash. That basically they're just devaluing everything, and it's just basically toilet paper. Because this is a good real thing, a good real alternative. Well, I call it an alternative form of currency. It's been a form of currency a lot longer than any fiat currency has done, and will do. So maybe this is the real form of currency, and I mean, just debt obligations, which are what fiat notes really are just exactly that. They're not money basically. But yeah, so this is going to be causing major problems at banks that are shorting this. They're getting squeezed out, like JP Morgan, for example. And yeah, even gold, the banks are trying to pin this down, but yeah, they'll struggle. And we did have we have got $50 silver in our sights now. Now we broke above here, and yeah, it's just looking really good. And one last thing I wanted to show you guys on this silver, and I'll also tell you why I am showing you this. Yeah, look at it. It's about it's not far for 25% move. And why I'm showing you this is because does this not look a lot like the Bitcoin chart? This does look a lot like the Bitcoin chart to me. It does. Let's have a look at the Bitcoin chart. We'll have a look on the daily. Just get rid of this. I mean, look. Yeah, some highs, a big drop down. We played out a bit of a flag formation. So we have some highs, a big drop down, and then played out a bit of a flag formation. Can you see where I'm going? Can you see where I'm going with this, guys? I mean, if you're trying to tell me that this, let me just reposition a bit on my page. Why are you being so awkward? Just just look up, consolidate a bit, down, up, consolidate a bit, up, consolidate sort of a bit, down, up, consolidate a bit, and then up. And even obviously we know Bitcoin can move way faster than silver. Way faster than silver. I mean, if we look at this comparative drop down here, Bitcoin went from say 10.6 to, let's call it 4,000, where silver went from 18 to 11. So obviously silver a lot less than halved, and Bitcoin a lot more than halved. So you can see Bitcoin is relatively a bigger mover. So if we just want to take from this spot now a 25% move up, then that is going to put us at, got a bit punchy there, didn't I? That is going to put us at, yeah, that's going to put us at where we need to be. Just be in a full-on blue skies breakout for Bitcoin, and that is from the level we're at roughly now. If we are going to get this big breakout, it's most likely going to occur from 10,000. So obviously a break of I mean, I don't need to draw it for you. 25% on 10,000 is clearly 12,500. So here's 12,500 and there's 25%. So there you go. So yeah, that's going to basically take us clear above this level, and literally into, well, just into an absolute zone of ecstasy for crypto people. And then we'll probably start to get, well, do you know what I actually think? I think around 12,000 we won't necessarily be getting too many people interested in it. I think it will be once we take out 20,000 that we will then get all the FOMO in, and that's how we want it, guys. That is how we want it. We want these guys that are going to buy over 20,000 just literally. I actually remember, this is not one of those sort of fake pretend anecdotal stories. I just remember people talking about, oh, I'm going to chuck 10k into Bitcoin, and like literally in my hairdressers, everybody talking about Bitcoin. That happened here, so that'll happen again once we're over 20k. And we need what we do. We need those guys. We need these people. These basically people that don't really know what they're doing. Bless them. To pump our bags, to give us that final rocket fuel at the end, so we can get some exponential, like outsized incredible gains, where we offload the Bitcoin and altcoins and DeFi alts that we've been buying like 100 times smaller value to these guys. Just like what's going on with Tesla now with the massive pumps. I know people that are putting a lot of money into Tesla that don't trade anything else and never traded anything, thinking Tesla's only going to go up. So they're putting a lot of money. The more it goes up, the more money they put in it, and that is basically a bubble. These people don't have a clue what they're doing. They are the reason the price is going up. It is like it's like the tail wagging the dog scenario. They're just, yeah, and that's what's happening with Tesla. That happened with Bitcoin up here, and that will happen with Bitcoin again around 30k, and that is what we need, just to pump our bags. And I mean, just yeah, just I don't want to be like mean about those people that will then potentially lose their money, but hey, it is what it is. That is the ruthless world of trading we live in. We have all lost blown up accounts and lost a lot of money in the past. I am certain we have, or we wouldn't be where we are today, treating it with the respect that it deserves, the respect that trading deserves. Yeah, I mean, I actually did put a post on my Facebook today about it, about how these people that Robin Hoodies that have been buying since here, not Bitcoin but stock market, has been buying since mid-March, April time. They are reinforcing like just bad habits and just their lack of knowledge, and they have to basically lose all that money to actually then appreciate the risk they're taking and what is going on. Whilst ever they are just making money, they're not learning any lessons. They're in fact learning lessons. They are learning things like, this is easy, we can't lose money, there's no risk involved. They're learning things like that, and that obviously has to be unlearned, because we all know there are risks involved. I mean, just look at Bitcoin at 20k. There were risks involved. Look at XRP, about $3, was it? There were risks involved, but people wanted to chuck big sums of money. People that didn't know what they were talking about, what they were doing, never even heard of a Bitcoin, were just like, oh, I've heard about this now, and I'm going to put 10k in it because it's only going up. That's what's happening in Tesla. That's what happened in Bitcoin, and it always ends up in tears when you get people that basically don't know what they're doing, putting money into something, right? That is driving the price up, and that money, that is it's called dumb money. And just because those people, I mean, it's not meant in disrespect really. I guess it will be from some people, but they're just people that don't really know what they're doing, and they jump on the back of things late. And we've all done it in our trading, even on like a micro scale. We've probably jumped on the back of trends too late sometimes, and yeah, it is what it is. That's all I'm really looking at here. We are looking good. Go back to that 4 hour again. We are looking potentially good. Looking like we are gonna finally have a chance to make a take out these highs and make a higher high. Change this pattern of behavior, and then the trend will clearly be up. So it will be a case of the path of least resistance will be to the upside. And honestly, guys, whilst we've got stock markets doing insane things like they're doing, just whilst we've got silver, basically that's vertical, guys. That is as vertical as this drop down here. Whilst we're getting things like this, these guys are wrecked. And remember, I got that bet on, guys, $30 silver before $30 Bitcoin. So what do you think? What do you think my chances are? How much further to $30 silver? Oh, it's only 30%. We've done about 25% in the past few days. Yeah, past week. So let's see what happens. But this does spell uncertainty though for wider markets, because it isn't really in the acceptable zone for the powers, the people behind the financial system to have such obviously a loss of confidence in fiat currency. Basically, I mean, that is why stock markets are going up. I've been saying this all along. Cash is trash. People are getting out of cash into anything they can, and Bitcoin will have its turn. It will have its turn, guys, and I think it's on the precipice of coming before we get a move like this. And like I said, this is silver. It doesn't move as much. Let's say Bitcoin can probably move double this, so that's a 50% gain, and 50% from where we are in Bitcoin. Let's just call it roughly, yeah, we'll just call it roughly, a roughly breakout from 10k. I don't have to call it roughly, just call it exactly 10k. A breakout from 10k, 50% will put us at 15k Bitcoin. At 15k Bitcoin, a lot of people, a lot of smarter people will probably start buying in, and then more smart people will probably then buy more once we get over 20k, and then once we get to those frothy heights, then it's a case of all your retail coming in. And then I worry about Tesla stock at that point, because money is obviously going to come out of Tesla stock and go into Bitcoin. All that hot money, all that hot dumb money. Yeah, anyway, that's it. That's what this was. This is what trading is about. This is what this these are the days and the trades that we live for. But though, what I was going to say, this is what the world is about. It's a big merry-go-round of liquidity sloshing around between assets to here, to there, to here, and it's just how it works. Like rotations between assets, everything gets its turn to pump, and it's how it is, guys. Bitcoin will get its chance. So yeah, thanks for listening. Yeah, thanks for listening to my ultra moon boy rants that I keep coming out with. But I mean, it's just because this is what I think is going to happen. I think it's a likely scenario to happen. I mean, whilst we were hanging around these lows, you guys know that I was looking at 8,600, breaking that, and then getting down to this zone. But things are looking different now, so I'm looking up. So I'm not a moon boy. It's just basically what my analysis is telling me. Also, I've been saying for a long time, silver, buy silver. Silver's going to the moon. Buy silver, buy silver, buy silver miners, buy gold miners, buy gold juniors, buy small silver. Just buy it all, basically. Buy calls in SLV, buy physical silver. I have been talking about this for a long time, and it wasn't. Do you know what I mean? It's just because I thought this was going to happen. It's not because I was a moon boy and I particularly care about silver and want it to go up. It's just that I thought this was going to happen, and lo and behold, it's happening. And I back my judgment, guys. Not financial advice, right? But I back my judgment. I called the last massive run up in Bitcoin from 3k, from 2.5k to 3k. I called that run up. And I think we're going to have another big run up. I didn't call the actual high. I didn't think it was going to go to 20k, but that's good. That's what we want. I want to be surprised to the upside. And that always happens, guys, because at the end of the day, we are human, and we have basically our minds are wired a certain way. We have a recency bias, so we always think price action is going to be around where it has been recently, and that's just not the case. But we are programmed as how we are to do things that basically animals are meant to do, and trading isn't something animals are really meant to do. Speculating on markets, and so lots of the principles, lots of the concepts that will make you a good trader go against just what your instincts as a regular human tells you to do. And that is why 90 whatever % of traders will lose all their money, or I call them traders, but people that trade financial markets, new people will lose their money because it goes against their human nature. They trade according to their human nature, and that's what messes you up. So I will give you a real quick example. Let me just check, as long as we're not like about 20 minutes. Yeah, real quick example about why trading is doesn't fit the sort of the human nature. Right, okay, quickly. You go to the supermarket and milk costs £1 like it normally does, so you buy whatever milk you normally buy. So you go to the supermarket the next day and milk goes down to 50p. So you might think, oh, okay, we'll get some more milk now because it's gone cheaper. Okay, that's what you do. If something goes down, you buy it. So also then you can think, well, okay, you go to the supermarket, milk's £2, milk's gone up twice the amount, so I probably won't buy any. I'll probably wait and I won't buy any. So what you are meant to do with markets, the trend is your friend. If something's going up, then yeah, you actually want to buy it. So when milk goes up to £2, you should buy it for £2, and then you probably go the next day it's £4, and then you buy it for £2, and you can probably sell something for £4 and you've made money. Obviously, to the downside, if you're buying things as they're going down and the trend is your friend, then it's going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and especially with trading and with leverage, you're going to run out of money and you're going to blow up. So that is exactly the perfect analogy, I think, for why trading is the opposite of what your mind tells you should be doing. People see something going down and they want to buy it, and then they see something going up and they don't want to buy it. They want to sell it. They want to short it. I mean, I see it in lots of groups and lots of trading groups. People are like, oh, when are we going to short it? When are we going to short it? When something's spiking up, when are we going to short it? Or something's going down, when are we going to buy it? When are we going to buy it? And it's just like, well, it's in a downtrend. The trend is your friend. You should be selling it. Or if it's going up, it's like, well, it's going up. The trend is your friend. You should be buying it. And that's it. That's why I always draw my charts with horizontals at blue sky breakouts. That's what I say. I draw big arrows once we get to the top of them. Big arrows saying, look, this is where we can go. This is where we can. This is what we can do. And yeah, that's what we have going on. So yeah, let's see when Bitcoin's going to get its break and how long it takes us to get to 15k, because I don't think it'll be long. So right, there we go, guys. So thanks for listening. This is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys in the morning.